Sorry about that, fam. Yeah, every once in a while it dies, you know. Just give me a minute, please. Hey, Wonderstruck Gaming, when you say conflicting information, do you think they're just trying to make money out of you, do you, or? Great, stop there, lovely. That's about right, I think. Yep, okay. Oh, did I tread on that, you idiot? Mo, so how are you, bud? Oh, okay, well, firstly, and this might sound a bit stupid, bud. Hey, which country are you in, bud? Are you in America, Europe, Australia? America. Okay, so when you say freshwater, are you fishing East Coast sort of freshwater, like more of the rivers and that, where they empty into the bays, or are you fishing more ooh. COB, cash on barrelhead, as Cletus used to say in the Dukes of Hazzard. That is absolutely in the perfect spot there, Famo. Couldn't have nailed it better. Just worried it's a bit tangled, that's all, but anyway, we'll live. Wonderstruck, how deep are the rivers that you fish? And next question is, do you use braid or do you use monofilament? Okay, well, the other thing is too, what sort of fishing do you use? Do you use inline spinners? Do you use buzz baits? Do you use hard-bodied lures? Do you use soft plastics? What do you use, bud? 10 foot is still a lot to deal with, mate, if you're trying to fish lures and that sort of stuff. Spinners and soft plastics with a Texas rig. Okay, let me put this to you, right? Oh, hang on. Oh, you bugger, get out. Oh, great. Hang on, people. Let me just contend with this Wonderstruck and I'll give you a bit of advice. Okay, so with spinners, right, with spinners and hard-bodied lures, you usually want a rod that's a fairly, well, a stiffer action rod than soft plastics, right? So, for example, this is a true soft plastics rod. Okay, this is the Shimano Zodiac rod, okay? So this is the 264L. So basically, with all the Shimano rods now, the two-piece joint is actually just above the reel. A lot of the European rods have been doing this for a long time. Hey there, Stevie. Yeah, that's the plan, mate. All we're trying to do is just, you know, improve the viewing experience for people that are watching, mate, you know? Thanks, bud, and that's, you know, like I said, no dono goals for us on this stream or anything like that. You can't donate to the stream, people, right? So, like I said, I'm responsible for this. All good, right? That's why I claim it on tax. You know? See how this sort of bends down to about the third guide from the tip, right? Meter, I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, look, Wonderstruck, I fished a lot of shorter fishing rods back in the day because we had a lot of overhanging branches and that sort of stuff to contend with, right? Hey, Mr. Piggies, how are you, bud? I'm back to fishing 7 rods, Wonderstruck Gaming, and if you're going to fish soft plastics, you need at least a 6'8" to about a 7.5 foot rod, purely for the angle that you're going to fish the soft plastics at, because a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that you fish soft plastics horizontally. You don't. You more or less fish them vertically. Yupto, how are you, bud? You sort of more or less fish them vertically, okay? Right, so you need that 7 foot, because once you put the bend in it, you're back to about 5.5 to 6 foot anyway. Yeah, that's the way, 5452. You can tell by the username, mate. So yours a 5 foot, 4.5 inch, 2-piece rod, yeah? Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll come back here. Right, let's stop that there. Okay. Now watch the rod tip on this Wonderstruck. Watch. Now I'm going to drop down, right? See how it sort of bends down between the first and the second guide, right? You need that length of it. I mean, this is a 6'4", right? So this is like an ultra light soft plastics rod, but that's because I fish a lot of light jig heads, right? And what'll happen is, okay, that way what you can do is you try and present it in a natural action as possible. I would not use this rod for lures because it's not stiff enough. With lures, look, that's right, Mr. Piggies. Now, Wonderstruck. All fishing rods, right, have what's known as a coefficient of return. Okay? So, let me explain that to everyone in chat. And this is how I had it explained to me by a gentleman that I met when I was in the tackle trade that actually designed and made rods out of Japan for Shimano years ago. Don't remember his name, but I remember the knowledge that he passed on, okay? So with coefficiency of return, all fishing rods do, okay, is they'll bend one way, then they'll bend the other way, and they try and get back to their original position, which is virtually the position they're in when they're not cast, okay? Right? So, a soft action rod, okay, has a lesser coefficiency of return, which means it doesn't get back to its original position as quickly as a stiffer tapered rod. Hey Sleepy K, how are you, bud? Yeah, it's always a lovely day for it, mate. It doesn't get back to its original position as fast as a stiffer rod does, okay? So with soft plastics, you want that undulating action which you only get from the softer rod tip. But with lures, right, you need to use a stiffer rod, because when you cast a lure, you want to put a bend in the rod and then send the lure moving, right? And then by the time the lure's gone out there and then you've brought the rod back to this original position, half the times a lot of your inline spinners will hit on the drop Wonderstruck Gaming, right? So what you need to do is tick your bar arm over quickly and then it sets the hook straight away, you know what I mean? So it just depends what you want to do. But if you're going to fish lures and that sort of stuff, I mean, don't be afraid to go to a 7-footer. How wide are your rivers, bud? Hey there, Roddy. Yeah, this is the new merch, mate, that we got coming up in July. So that's the OzFam emote, right? And then we've got the Australian flag, because I'm an Aussie. So yeah, in July we'll see it all, you know, right? So, ten to 20 metres, yeah, don't be afraid to go to a 7-foot fishing rod, bud. Right, somewhere in that vicinity, because, yeah, 6 foot 6, 7 foot, it just gives you that little bit of insurance, you know what I mean? Right? It's all right, Mr. Piggies, don't stress, bud. Right? Don't stress, bud, it's all right, mate, we're all good. Right. Whoa, that wind's come up. Hopefully a tree doesn't fall on the car, but, you know, stranger things have happened. Now, this is good, people. See how we've got all these ripples and this sort of stuff? All the water is getting oxygenated now, okay? And with that oxygenation, you never know, the fish might sort of wake up a bit, you know what I mean? But this is a tidal river, so we are affected by tides as well. All the tides are in the morning nowadays, so, you know, that makes it tough. Hey, Kayak Fishing Goal, how are you, my friend? People, can I introduce you to the hottest new streamer coming out of Japan, okay? People, oh, everything, mate. We've got new cam, motion tracking, Mr. Piggies, look. Ta-da, it's like having your own personal camera person, mate, see? All hands-free, bud. Beautiful. And if I catch a fish and I go to release it, it'll follow down, see? All right, but that's only a small part of it, bud. All right, people. Can you please do yourself a favour? Oh. Yeah, but Roddy, I claim it on tax, mate. So it's all a tax deduction, bud. So all we're doing is investing back into the equipment to provide a better viewing experience for the community members, mate. So it's always money well spent, you know what I mean? Hang on, Kayak Fishing Goal. 2 Gs or 1? Hang on. 2 Gs or 1? Kayak Fishing Goal. All right. Kayak Fishing. Oh, gee, I will. Oh. Yeah, but that's what it's about, Roddy, you know? And look, the motion tracking's a very small part of what we've got going on here, mate. The software that we've got and the way we had to link it all up, and then the... Oh, yeah, it's too long, mate, anyway. Well, that's what it's about, mate, you know? Yeah, so people, go and give Kayak Fishing Goal he fishes out of a kayak, which is what we're going to do offshore as well, out of Japan, right? And he catches some very interesting fish. And he's one of the few sponsored streamers that you'll see on a social media platform anywhere, people, because he's a quality content creator, okay? Yeah, no worries, Roddy. That's what it's about, bud. So that's what we do, mate, you know. Yeah, we're always trying to improve the viewing experience for everyone, you know. So, and this just makes life easier. And I've got a few different features and techniques that I'm using. So even out here, you know, like I said, we're on the kayak. That'll be where that is. This is the front of the kayak. If we reach down to let a fish go, it'll show what we're doing here, okay? No, I didn't get Hobie, mate. We got sponsored by Kayaks to Fish out of Sydney in Australia. So we were one of 2 people in Australia that was sponsored with a Next Gen 11.5 kayak that I modified so that we could run the Starlink off it. It's all on our YouTube. Going across to our YouTube and subscribing for free on our YouTube. We've got a lot of kayak content on our YouTube channel, right? So if you want to check out the kayak that we got sponsored with by Kayaks to Fish, okay, go and check it out on the YouTube channel, all right? Okay. Now, let's just have a bit more of a fish with this. All right, so see how the wind has blown all the branches off the tree are in the water heading to this side of the bank? That's another reason why I tried to fish the other side of the bank over there. And now even the trees are trying to tell me to go. I think it's going to take a couple of years to recover this river. I'm going to actually contact fisheries about this because they're going to need to restock it again, I think, like they did with a couple of other rivers down south. Cash, how are you, bud? We haven't caught anything today, mate. Roddy, we've had the kayak for about a year now, bud. And yeah, we've done lots of content on the kayak, mate. We got the boat sponsorship back in 2019. No, 2020 we got the boat sponsorship. And then we had that for a year and took it back. And then now everyone's on a boat doing fishing on Twitch, you know. Anyway, good luck. So pretty soon that sort of content will get flogged to death. And then you've always got to try and find new ways to like invent yourself and reinvent things, you know. So this season, about once a week, we're going to be going to some of the remotest spots in the state. I've figured out how to power a Starlink on a little pull behind trolley, right? So that'll be our Wi-Fi. And then we're going to try and bust up some big groper and kingfish and Samson fish off the rocks down south, off spots that I've been fishing since I was a kid. So, yeah, piggies, every year this river has a big fish kill. So what happened was we didn't have rain for nearly 4 months, and then we got about 100 mil in one day. So it washed all the fertilisers and chemicals from all the farmland and, you know, all the areas where they've got houses closest to the river back into the river. And there was a huge fish kill, mate. This is one of the few rivers where it happens every year. And it has affected numbers quite badly. So, you know, I'm hoping that it recovers. But as time goes on, it's been getting worse, you know. So that's just how it goes. But anyway, life goes on, bud. Last year was terrible. We got 1 2-foot-long mulloway all season. It's ridiculous. And the 3 years before that, we'd caught and released about 80 mulloway live on stream, you know. So anyway, I'm just hoping that they didn't die off as well in the fish kill, you know, so. All right, there you go. Girls got to have some secrets, cram it. So, you know, everyone will figure it out eventually, mate. So, beautiful. All right, so excellent, mate. Well done. Well, you'd already know, but the tracking is a very small part of it. Cram it. Everything else that went into it's the tough part, mate. You know, so. We're just testing this out because on Thursday we're going to go out in the yak, if it's possible, and do a big fish, you know, so anyway, we'll see how we go. Beautiful. Oh, well, that didn't handle it, did it? What happened there? Why is the stream freezing? Bloody download, eh? Right, let's go in here. So what we'll do, let's try and bring this in here. Boom. Thank you. Okay. So, what we've got down in here, I don't know whether you can see this. Oh, you can. Excellent. That's a good thing about the new software we've got for the camera grade, like vid people. So, see down in here where we've got these reeds, I've got that paper bark over there, and then I've got that banksia that's fallen down underneath it. What I can do is if I cast in the right spot, right, I should be able to fish all of this stretch in like one hit. So what we're going to do is, there we go. Ideally, I would have liked that to have been 1 foot over to the right there. Just going to let that sink. And let's just see if there's anything in there, people. You've always got to fish around structure, fam. And a lot of people underestimate the importance of these reeds. In the winter months when the rivers flood, a lot of your fish will actually lay eggs in here and they'll spawn their eggs into here as well, right? That's why with all these, you know, alterations to river levels and that sort of stuff by dams and, you know, sort of technology and all that sort of stuff and, you know, all this infrastructure, it does affect the breeding cycles of fish. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, now that I've got my range, I'm going to try and cast in between the furthest most snag there and this second one that's here. Now I have got the wind pushing into the snags as well. So if I get this right, I should be able to angle the drift underneath the snag over there, right? Nowhere near it. That was as weak as water, Jimbo. let's do this again. And what I'll do is I'm going to do a different soft plastic technique. Fleeing bait fish and then it sinks. Fleeing bait fish, then it sinks. Okay. Right, let's go again. That's better. Rightio. Hey, thanks, Sleepy K. Good to see you, bud. Welcome, mate. You have a good day too. Yeah, I don't eat brim, mate. There's not enough of them in here to keep, you know. All right. What I might do now is I might just change my angle so that I can fish that area, okay? All right, so let's get this over here. Now, that's about a good angle. Lovely. Excellent. Right. Okay, so now, what's the old saying? No guts, no glory. Boom, that's actually exactly where I wanted to cast it, famo. Right, it only took 5 casts, if you know what I mean. Okay, so. Oh! I don't know whether that was, it felt like a fish, but, oh, there's another bite, come on. No, that's a snag, I think. It's not a fish. First one felt like a fish, though. That's the one. All right, people. Pugs, how are you, bud? Moira, how are you, bud? Mr. Nobody, welcome to the stream, pal. How are you, mate? Hey, the 88th Baron. Good to see someone coming across from the Irish Lads stream, eh? Welcome, everyone. People, the real Pugzilla. Pugs, check this out, brother. Pugs, check this out. This is the motion tracking I told you about. Look, it's like having your own personal camera person, bud. This is where we deserve a fish, because Pugs is in here. People, can I implore, okay, to give the real Pugzilla a follow. Very passionate streamer, very passionate and proud American as well, okay? And showing really good anger management nowadays with FIFA. God, better man than me. I can't handle that rubbish. Anyway, rightio, people. That was a terrible cast. That would probably help if I had the guides in line anyway. That's another weed. No, that's another snag. What have you been doing today, Moira? Sort of stuck around after we lost the first stream. Rightio. Oh, not over there again, please. Quite looking forward to a brim stream on Thursday, bud. Nice one, Moira. Hope you get it, bud. That's what it's about, mate. You do the training and the, you know, improvement to your skill set to basically improve your lifestyle with better employment, mate. That's what it's about. All right, let's see what this bait's doing. Okay, that's a good time frame. Oh, come on, bud. Oh, the bait's gone. That's good. All right, so we lost the bait. Good, we've had a bite. Oh, really? As in a sea snake, Mr. Piggies? Mate, I bet you that got the old sphincter pulsating. Jesus Christ, what would you do there? Did you let it go, or did you not bother bringing it into the pier? Mate, if you were... I just cut the line, I think. Oh, bud. They're the last thing that you want to bring up onto the pier, mate, you know? Give that one to the fish. Beautiful baits. I hope everybody's enjoying the content upgrades, people. Moray eels are bad enough, bud. So let's bring this in here now. Actually, what I'll do is Invader Zim, how are you, bud? Yeah, that's good. I'm just going to chuck it under here. Beauty. Right. Let's leave it there. Nah, this isn't freshwater, Crownsy. This is actually like a tidal river, so it's a mixture of fresh and salt. It's an estuarine system. So, right, that's right underneath that tree. We'll just wait and see, eh? How's your day going, bud? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to do that, piggies. You might not come back, mate. So, yeah, we're just testing out all the new motion control equipment in real time too, Crownsy. So it's all going well, bud. You know? Oh... Hey Heckin, how are you, bud? Thanks, mate. That's what we always do, mate. We always try and improve the viewing experience of the community members, bud. You know, so I mean, being a streamer, I can claim everything on tax, mate. So all good. A bit of both, Crownsy. You don't really know, mate. This is more fresh, I think, now with the winter rains, but the weather we've got now, we should have had 6 weeks ago. It's been a very dry winter. Ugh, that stinks. I'll have to give that a wash. All right. Yeah, good, mate. Yourself? What's going on? Oh, that's what it's about, bud. You know, and I mean, when we go out in the kayak, that's when this is going to come into its own, because when we go out in the kayak, mate, this is just going to be the duck's nuts, as we say in Australia. Oh wow, thanks. We've got 111 viewers in here, people. Thanks for the support, everyone. It's difficult to cast ultralight soft plastics into a howling southwester, people. And look, if we can't go brim fishing on Thursday, we'll take this down the beach and we'll use it down the beach, eh? Excellent. That's good. That's a good angle. That's a good distance. That's good everything. Now, Wow, they can recognise hand signals from here. Pooh! Excellent. Might have to change to mullet, I think. Oh, it's a bit on the old nipply side, people. That's all right. This is why bait fishing is the most popular form of fishing in Australia, because you can cast a bait out, sit on a chair, and get absolutely blind drunk waiting for something to bite, you know? So that's why so many people do it, and good luck to them as well. That's a really good angle. Not moving too quickly, which is good. All good, people. Excellent. Let's see. Pugs must be having dinner, I think. Magoo, how are you, bud? What's going on? Aussie Dave's in here, Aussie Mick. Welcome, everyone. $11 degrees, half your lug, mate. Yeah, we're probably about the 15 or 16 mark today. Ooh, I felt that. You got to be careful when you're fishing in winter with the southwesterly or the westerly breeze, people, even a southerly, because when that blows, it takes all the heat out of your system. So when I was checking the phone then, I turned around, I could literally feel the cold that was like seeping into the chest, you know. All right, so there's nothing under there. Right, let's bring this over here. Lovely. Alright. Just going to try and cast to the edge of the canopy line there. Oh, you didn't, did you? You did. Silly bastard. I clipped that tree on the way through. No bait. Never be afraid to fail on a live stream, people. Let's give that to the mulloway because they're going to need all the help they can get, really. All right, let's get that in there. Yep, high, good. Right, let's calm down a bit, shall we? Yeah, beautiful. Whoops, higher. Good, stop. Lovely. That's better. Oh yeah, that's how they made it, Mr. Piggies, you know? It's not that hard to figure out what the motion tracking technology is, mate, you know what I mean? Yet another way that China monitors us, bud, you know? Okay, we'll bring that in there a bit and we'll just wait for a bite, shall we? All right, there we go. All right, that's really good. Now that should... Yeah, well, mate, that's how it goes, doesn't it, bud? So, you know. Whew. what we'll do is we'll just cast this bait out, people. We'll wait for a bite and then we'll work from there. I've still got that whitetail spider bite after bloody 3.5 months. That's not healing anytime soon. So the only thing that fixed it was I got some rubbing alcohol and I sprayed it with the rubbing alcohol and I just about keeled over. But after, I don't know what the alcohol did, it took all the heat out of it, it started to heal. Yeah, I've been on 3 courses of antibiotics with it, mate. The antibiotics didn't do much. All they did was stop the staph infection that was crawling up past my knee, which was a worry. So anyway. I hope we get out for a fish on Thursday. It might have to be ocean though, as yeah, it's going to be a bit tough. I think there's a bit of rain down south which will make the rivers go muddy again, and in the winter everything shuts down because it's so much colder. So yeah, really happy with the new setup, people. Really happy with the new gear. Just got to figure it out on the yak now, which we will. So it's good though. Yeah, it is. It works out well. That's really good. Okay. Yeah, the new camera quality sort of picture over webcam quality is pretty good too. I'm really happy with that. So don't worry about it, Mr. Piggies. You know, they're just doing their thing, mate. You do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So right. Oh, it is crowns, but with spider bites, that's what usually happens, you know what I mean? Oh, let me just have a look at what we got here. Yep. Okay. Alright people, it's now 1 o'clock. We've done the test on the new equipment, it's passed with flying colours. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw out a raid to a big supporter of the channel. Thank you very much for giving up your valuable time to watch the live stream. I hope that you've enjoyed the upgrade in equipment that we've put back into the content, okay? And I'm hoping that you're all well, and I look forward to seeing you next time. The next time we're going to stream is probably Thursday. Just depends whether we're going to fish out of the kayak, depending on the weather this time of year in the winter, or we're going to fish off the beach. But keep being awesome, okay? And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
By the streams and choosing this place to kick it. Already a winner. Cars pulling in the winter. Dropping down like a snowflake, but make no mistake, I'm gonna make this look insane. Now Australia's fishing coming by again. Whoa, I'm about to bring that pain. What the fuck, Australis? Thanks for showing up.